Hi people, so today it's about damn time that we review Lizzo's new album Special. Today we're going to be talking about the cultural impact, I guess, that this album has had. Obviously my review on basically each of the songs. There's a few that I didn't really do like an in-depth review, and just all of the business that is going on with this album. There's a lot. Okay, I actually, going into this review, whenever I was listening to the album, I actually didn't think that I would like it, but I surprisingly, we'll get into it. Okay, you'll see how I feel about it. Okay, we're starting with the first song on the album, The Sign. Brings a new Lizzo. It's been 3 years since her last studio album, and through the pandemic and tons of fat phobia since Lizzo has become popular, she needs healing. It's an intro into her mind and soul. It's upbeat and screams, "This is me. This is the package you're getting." About Damn Time continues this theme as their messages and sound meld together. So far, this album feels like a message to herself more than anything, reassuring herself and her worth and her beauty. These past years, she's took a hit several times, like for random insignificant stuff. So bringing this upbeat positive vibe back is painting the picture of the vision she wants for herself and, as always, for others. Now Girls has had not such a positive run. By the time I got to the song, the lyrics had been changed, but the original lyrics were criticized for featuring an ableist, I don't know if you would call it a slur or a phrase, but it was ableist, and the disabled community was not having it. They went to Twitter to express their disappointment towards Lizzo, who has been thought of by everyone as a positive figure of all communities, so for her to use this phrase was very shocking. I will say everyone that commented about it on Twitter, as far as I know, didn't call for her to be canceled or wasn't like super aggressive. They just expressed their disappointment, which is new for anybody that has ever touched Twitter in their life. But Lizzo eventually removed the phrase and changed the lyrics. It sparked a conversation on how untouched a lot of ableist slurs and phrases have been from criticism. So many of these phrases are still okay to use, even though they offend and set back an entire community of people. It even educated me on it. I'm sure from time to time in my life I've used these phrases like the one Lizzo used, not like slurs, okay? I'm not talking about slurs, okay? I'm talking about these phrases. The one, as for example, the one that Lizzo used in her song, because I'm not aware of the implication those words hold. To me, it was a good example of someone in a position of power and influence correcting a wrong, and the whole situation educated people in the process. It was the best outcome I've seen for a controversy in a long time. To Be Loved runs us back to that reflection Lizzo needs for herself. I'm assuming these are her personal anecdotes. I guess they could just be song, but it's a pretty universal message. I really appreciate this song because it more specifically speaks to brown and black girls, fat girls, not even just girls, any person who feels that they won't be accepted by another person for who they are, things they can't control. The social conditioning so many of us face that makes us second guess our beauty and worth. Wow, this is some powerful stuff. So many people need to hear this song. I also commented on the same thing for Ain't I a Woman, which doubled as content in my senior capstone project, so this subject is very important to me because it's a feeling I have to confront all the time. Yes, Queen Lizzo, go off. I love you. Be and naked is vulnerability and letting yourself love, letting go of fears and trusting in your intuitions and feelings. Naked, more specifically, is body acceptance, loving all the curves and shapes of your body takes, all of the fears and worries that come with that. Special is classic Lizzo positivity, putting a spin of her experiences and turning them into a loving message for others. This woman is so beautiful. Once again comments on marginalized groups who feel alone and need to feel the love too. Special as an album is an artistic necessity, a message that needs to be heard. Through her words, Lizzo is helping lift up so many people who feel alone, unworthy, and unseen by society. I don't even know if Lizzo understands the impact she has over so many people. She speaks to queer people, fat people, brown and black people, everybody who society closes its doors to. This album was as much for them as it was for her. Through her past years in the spotlight, especially as a black fat woman, all the unnecessary heat she's faced for that, She can now use that hurt to make a message of healing and reflection. The whole album really touched me. It really described my feelings and perspective on myself and how others view me, so I can only imagine how it touched others. I love the 80s touch that a lot of the songs had. Of course, About Damn Time was a good example of that, but I really liked Everybody's Gay. It had that space, futuristic vibe, but was also really modern and, dare I say, gay. I also really liked Coldplay. The sample was really nicely woven into the song, and the drums and energy of the entire song, the layers that they built into every inch of it, it was perfectly placed together. The entire album was very cohesive, but nothing ever felt repetitive or overdone. Every song stood in its own glory and shined for all it had to offer. Lizzo did an exceptional job creating this album. It really solidified that Lizzo is that girl. She creates beautiful songs to represent an untapped experience. She in herself is a cultural reset. For real though. We are lucky to have an artist like her that came on the scene so boldly and said, I'm gonna represent a group that America frankly hates and give every single last one of them a voice. This album truly made me so thankful for her. Maybe it's because I was staring at a really pretty picture of her on my TV screen. She's so gorgeous, man. But all I have to say is thank you, Lizzo. Okay, bye.